I mean, just you're tensing your arms? That's madness. We have enough cases. Come on. No. Hey, Carl.
Good morning,
Look who
Judge.
it is.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You look great.
Thank you, Judge. Well, I thought it was a little Christmas cheer and wear a little something bright.
Great.
Wake me up in the morning.
Notice how quickly the judge pivots here. The moment probable cause is mentioned, everything shifts gears. For those watching, probable cause is the legal threshold that lets the state move forward with a case. It doesn't mean the defendant is guilty, just that there's enough evidence to keep the ball rolling. Think of it as the courtroom's green light, but sometimes, as we'll see, that light flickers fast.
It's probable cause, Your Honor, on Mr. He's not on docket, Judge. And we spoke to your fine coordinator who said it's Mr. Carrion, and it's two, I'll give you the case number.
Oh, please.
254-0020.
Did you get it?
Yes.
All right, come on up, sir.
And here, like we spoke of. And Judge,
The raising end.
Racing.
Racing.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir. So you're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant, and this is a Class B misdemeanor. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. We're going to do probable cause. Just hang tight, please.
Officers were dispatched to a disturbance between the defendant and an Uber driver in Harris County, Texas. The officer stated that when he arrived, both parties were calm and smoking with one another. Officer stated that he saw that the defendant was intoxicated and asked whether the defendant's wife would come and get him. The defendant said his wife would. And the defendant and the Uber driver began going back and forth with each other about charges. An officer made the decision to detain the defendant and take him to a sobering center. Officer asked the defendant to put his hands behind his back, and defendant tensed his arm.
Oh, tensing up when police say hands behind your back? That's like poking a hornet's nest and then acting surprised when you get stung. Remember, resisting even a little, even if it's just stiffening your arms, can escalate things from 0 to courtroom real quick.
Additional officers arrived and detained D.
Judge, I know it's not, you don't argue.
Tensed his arms? Really?
Yeah, Judge, I know it's not time to argue probable cause, but I'd like
No.
to push it out a little bit.
I already got it.
Yeah, Judge.
I understand. What kind of, I mean, just you're tensing your arms? That's madness. We have enough cases. Come on. No, I'm going to find no.
And just like that, boom, case dismissed. No probable cause. Think about it. If the judge doesn't see enough legal footing, the entire case collapses before it even gets started. Question for you. Should the system give second chances this easily? Or is this a recipe for repeat offenders? Drop your take in the comments.
Probable cause. Just remember, when you're out there in the free world, if you're going to get lit, be very careful. Do you understand, Mr. Thurston?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry. Did you want to say something?
No, it's okay, Judge. We're dismissing the case.
Okay.
Just be careful, you know, really. Okay. All right. We got you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Pine. I mean, doing the right thing. I got it. That's why.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Always a pleasure, Mr. Haggard.
Good seeing you, Judge.
Good morning.
How you doing, sir?
How's jail?
Sucks, man.
Great. That's great. Because I got you. I need you to understand that we mean business here. We don't play. And your lawyer I'm bringing you out because it's your case. You need to understand what's going on, number one. Number two, your lawyer has asked for me to reduce your bond. Your bond now is set at $10,000. I have no idea what happened on your case. The only thing I do know is that September of 23, unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. December 1st, 23, unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. 5/29/24, unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. 11/23/24, unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon and a terroristic threat of a family or household member. You now, with us, are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir.
Yes, Judge. The officer was dispatched in response to a family disturbance in Harris County, Texas. The complainant told the officers that her and the defendant, her ex-boyfriend, were having issues regarding child custody, and the defendant was attempting to drop the child off with the complainant and the complainant refused to take custody because of a previous mutual custody agreement. The complainant told the officers that the defendant then stated, "I just bust your car window, and if you pull up doing anything, I'm gonna shoot your ass in the face." The complainant stated that she was in fear for her life, and the officers detained the defendant.
And here's the real kicker. Police find a handgun. That flips the script instantly. Remember, this guy's already got multiple firearm charges on his record. So possession here isn't just bad, it's legally radioactive. At this point, the judge isn't just weighing the incident, they're weighing public safety.
Found him to be in possession of a handgun.
All right. Mr. Jack, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. A protective order has been issued in this case. What that means is that if you violate this protective order, the state can and will file additional charges against you, violation of a protective order. And I'm going to tell you now, you pick up one of those cases and you violate conditions, I can have a hearing to hold you at no bond, zero bond. And I will do it in a heartbeat to protect my county and everyone in it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I find that you are a complete danger to public safety and you refuse to abide by bond conditions. So I don't think that your bond is sufficient. I think that the 10,000 is too low because you are a danger to my public. I'm sorry, Mr. Elick, and regardless, what we do here is just, it's, I guess, peanuts, so to speak, because you're being held at no bond on 2 of your felony cases as is. So what I am going to have you do, though, is this. I'm going to have you sign with me today an affidavit promising me that you're not going to have any weapons. And if I find that you have a weapon, if somehow you are magically released, because I don't know what's going to happen, if I find that you have a weapon, I will have a contempt hearing. I can have a contempt hearing, and I can and may hold you up to contempt every single time you have a weapon. And if they prove it to me, I can send you to 180 days in jail every single time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
This is an affidavit. This affidavit, you're going to promise me that you're not going to have any weapons. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care if you're going into war. I don't care if there's a big battle.
This is where the judge basically says, I don't care if the world's ending, a zombie apocalypse breaks out, or there's a duel at high noon. You're not allowed to touch a weapon. The dramatic pause here? Classic courtroom theater. It's like signing a contract with zero wiggle room.
Battle in the street? No. Weapons. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Look how big. Is that big enough for you to read? What does it say?
No weapons.
Good. We will have you swear to us that you're not going to have any weapons, and at that time, we'll just have you put back. If you do bond out, I'm going to put a GPS monitor on you, and I will put an exclusion zone so that you're not to go anywhere near the complaining witness in this case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You know, did we ever explore that order to surrender weapons to the sheriff's office? Did we ever do anything with that?
I explored it and I talked to multiple people and no one's ever heard anything about it that I could find.
We had that, remember?
I know at one point we did.
We need to do something with that.
I'll make a few phone calls. See where.
I'm going to see what I can do about having the weapons surrendered to law enforcement so that you don't have possession of any weapons. Do you understand? Okay. All right, Mr. Elick. So I guess we'll just wait. It looks like the felony case is set for, oh my goodness, March of next year.
Your Honor, we may be, I just want to get the body cam and we may set this for trial. I mean, I know he's got the other felonies, but.
I'm itching for a trial. You want 30 days, I guess?
That sounds good.
Okay, all right. We'll have you swear to us no weapons, Mr. Jack. Come on. All right, good morning, Mr. Houlihan. So you understand that you're entering into a very serious probation. We take it seriously, and if you continue to, if you violate, at this point, I mean, we can put you in a rehab facility, right? So just no alcohol. No alcohol from any source. That's all we're asking you to do. Stay out of trouble. If you don't have a license, don't drive. These probations are typically pretty easy. All you have to typically do is 2 classes, stay out of trouble, and don't drink. And as long as you can do that, then you're walking out of here, you know?
Yes, sir.
What are the conditions that we have, Shatoria?
Thinking for a change.
Okay,
DWI education. 2 victim impact panels. TRAS. Random urine analysis. No refusals.
what that means is that if you are pulled over and an officer asks you to submit a breath sample, you have to do it. If you don't, then you're in violation of this probation.
No drugs or alcohol. And the guardian interlock.
Do you have you've got the scram now?
Yes, sir.
So what we'll do is when you get your, is this license suspended, Alex? Do you know? Can you run it?
I don't
please?
have a vehicle either.
I'll run it, Your Honor.
Then you will need to get a portable breath test device. And when you do that,
The scram monitor? Okay,
I'm paying for it now.
Okay.
That thing's around $400 to $500 a month.
okay. I understand.
So as opposed to the handheld device, which is probably about $100 a month. So if you want to keep it, you can, but it's costly. And once you get on probation, I can't pay for it for you.
I understand.
You will be responsible for the fines and fees. You know, I can take off and I can reduce your fines and fees, but there's outside vendor stuff I can't pay for, like your DWI education class, you'll have to pay for that. It's $30, right? The victim impact panels, you will have to pay for that. TRAS, can I waive the fee? I'll waive your TRAS fee, which is around, that's what, $200? Yeah, so I'll waive that fee for you. But remember, this probation is not about the money. It's about you doing what you're saying you're gonna do in the time that they tell you to do it. So there's a certain time for you to finish everything.
Your Honor, it's suspended.
Okay. Your license is not suspended. So one of the other things I want to do.
It is. There's an ALR suspension. There is a suspension.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, sir.
So we will, as part of this probation now, require you to get your Texas driver license. I want you to get it so that at some point you can become a legal driver, but you have to have insurance and you're not allowed to drive any vehicle that doesn't have a guardian interlock on it. If you're caught, then that's a violation of your probation. Don't just do stuff. You get permission first.
Yes, sir.
Don't try to do and beg for forgiveness after the fact because it doesn't work here.
Yes, sir.
You understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept the probation, you're stuck with it until you complete it or it gets violated. Now,
So here's the deal. 180 days in jail, probated for 18 months. Translation? He doesn't serve time now, as long as he follows the rules. But if he slips up, those 180 days aren't just waiting, they're locked and loaded. Let me ask you this. Do you think probation really helps people turn their lives around? Or does it just set them up to fail?
the agreement that you're entering into is 180 days jail time to be probated for 18 months. This will now reflect as a conviction on your record. From now on, you'll be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. No proverbial slaps on the wrist. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions?
So what, does that mean I can go, when do I go take the scram on?
First, you get the portable device. When you get that, we will take that
Okay,
ankle monitor off. I want to know that you have something that's
Yes, sir.
testing you before we just take that off. We're not going to take your word for it that you're going
I
to
got
get it, you know?
yes, sir.
But the minute you get it, let us know and then we'll take that off and then you can keep the other one. If you fail, if you pick up a new case don't do your stuff, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to bring you back out in Orange and we're going to talk about if you violated or not. And if they prove it to me, you're looking at 180 days in jail.
Yes, sir.
Understand? You have any questions? How do you plead to the offense? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? All right. I will find you guilty. I'm not going to suspend your license. So just take care. You have the ability to get it back. What do you do for a living, Mr. Houlihan?
I'm in the process of, I need to take the Texas Health and Life Insurance exam. And then once I pass the exam, I'm going to be working for an insurance company.
How do you support yourself now?
Right now, living at home with my mother.
Good. Stay there. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, I graduated law school. I still went and lived with my folks. Man, I lived with my folks until I was like 35. There's nothing wrong with it. I saved a crap load of money, you know, and, you know, that's what you do, right?
And it's also,
there's nothing wrong with it.
Also work from home as well. So
great. Just take care, you know, work at home, stay at home, make a lot of money, keep a lot of money in the bank, and then you venture out. Don't do things backwards, like have a kid now, because that's, do you have any kids?
38 years without kids.
Well, perhaps one day you'll get blessed, but just do things in the right order, and then things will work out for you. I'm going to waive your supervisory fees, your DPS fines and fees and surcharges, meaning I'm taking off around $4,000 of fines and fees that you would otherwise be required to pay. And if you don't get a license. But I'm going to tell you now, if you come back here with another DWI, a second DWI, there's a surcharge of $6,000, not to mention court costs. So you roundabout leave here with about $7,000 in fines and fees. So if you want to get lit in the future, just don't get into a car.
I don't have any interest in drinking at all anymore, honestly.
Time heals all wounds, Mr. Houlihan. Say that again.
Talk to them about marijuana too, because that seems to be the problem.
Marijuana can be a DWI with marijuana as well. It doesn't have to be just, if you take too much NyQuil, what happens? Right. So it doesn't have to be just alcohol. All right. Good luck. Don't smoke weed. Don't smoke weed.